Good, whatever it is, I'm Antalous. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I've been a little busy off camera. I moved this joint so I could finish the conveyor system on this side. It's not all hooked up. So that's the bottom. Meant to go to the top. Put there real quick. And, welcome. So these thrusters will probably be moved. I'm thinking I might move them into these holes actually, just to have them a bit more flush with the surface. Then maybe have these sticking out front. Here, go to first person. I added 2 of these. We had some enemies closing in, and so I also smacked on some shield generators because our Drydock needs to be shielded and defended. And I'm not looking forward to moving place again. At this point, I haven't decided if I'm going to release the last episode or not. I hit a pretty serious bug partway through. But anyways, welcome to our new home. This is where I think we're going to stick. And I have my drill on one of these. Not the normal drill. That's all I have right now. There we go. So we've got some iron. We've got uranium. Iron, uranium, and cobalt, if I recall right here. Which is some decent material for ship constructing. So I think this makes a pretty good home. We're getting ready to cut the Drydock loose, which is why I've added the thrusters on it, is it needs to be able to hold its position on its own or move, but hopefully moving isn't such a big deal. What I'm thinking we're going to do is I'm going to slap a cockpit on this as well as a remote control block cockpit so I can fly it right now, remote control block so I can do stuff with it later. Also, it doesn't have an antenna. Need to get that going. And then we're going to construct our first craft. I was hoping to build a small patrol fighter, just circle around this asteroid so the Drydock itself didn't have to get into combat. Also, let me show you real quick. This is how the conveyor system is currently running, but it only connects the top. I am figuring out how to connect it to the side, because unfortunately there's no curved conveyor blocks unless I add yet another mod. Which, honestly, to keep the aesthetic, I might do that. I don't want to have to change it. I do have to decide still which look I'm keeping, or if I'm just going to go to curved edges. I'll show you what I mean real quick. Okay. This. Boom. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably go to the flat one. I just don't think the other one looks all that great. It's kind of nice having the bumps there, just change it up a little bit, but I don't think it quite works out. Also, I have noticed a couple things are not centered properly. I will get that fixed as well. But for now, I think we just need to get it where it needs to go. So honestly, all I'm going to do for this is the modules. I am going to use them later. We're going to slap down just a plain old cockpit, nothing exciting. It is going to be conveyored in, just because I think we're actually going to keep it here for a little while. Steel plates, construction components, motors. Yeah. We're gonna have to get the stuff to finish that. Probably get the full list, too. Construction components, motors, displays, computers, bulletproof glass. Okay. So, I did go in and change the name of this on just one of the 2 panels. I think that's the name I chose. I'll have to go back and double check. The other one will come, and then the official ship name will come soon. Just honestly not been my top priority. So, yeah, I do have a ton of this. Here's. I have construction components, and I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm out of steel plates too. I have gone through a ton of those. Plates. Construction components. I think that's enough. Once this is running, like I said, we can cut it loose. We'll move Eden's Hope away. Oh. Is it coming towards us? A real concern. Nope. Further away. Side did I build the cockpit on? Other side. Okay. There doesn't need to be an officially declared front and back to this too. Just because, oh, motors and displays. And a bunch more computers. It doesn't need an officially declared front and back because it shouldn't matter most of the time. There's one of those ships earlier too that was calling for reinforcements. So that made me all sorts of nervous. Displays, motors. Ah, okay, we have plenty. Oh, this thing has 0 gyroscopes, which is going to become an issue in a moment when I cut it free. We'll need to get those put down as well. Wrong side again. Just need to make this other side the front, or at least where the cockpit sits, or put a cockpit on both sides. So, gyroscopes. Doesn't need to be able to turn on a dime, just needs to be able to turn. So we're not gonna do too many. I hope it's enough. I'm only doing 8, which is ridiculously few, something this large. And I know that this ship, or this Drydock, doesn't need the capability to dodge enemies. But we still need everything. Need absolutely everything. So, part of the point of connecting this to the ship was that I should be able to draw components for the rest of it. So, let's check. Build and repair system, all of them. Cool. I hit OK. This time. They're all set up. Exact same. That might have to be something I look at. I believe all these are set up. One. Let's do grind if stuck. I know it's getting further away, but it still makes me all sorts of nervous just having it here. Let's go check it out in a turret real quick. We'll leave that open. I believe we have the big guns back. Oh. Of course. What's behind us, the big guns can't target. Right, no. Is that defaulting to control? Weapons. Okay, we'll just do this the slow way. Right. That's a much. Need one that's on the top. Roll. I'm just not having very good luck, and I think I don't have any turrets back there. That's part of my issue. Roll this, and this is using Eden's Hope gyros, which is why it's rolling okay. Alright. Alright, 8 seemed to be good. By window. I don't know. I'm really curious about it, but we're not in a position to fight it right now. Okay. Let's look at the gyros. See if they've built anything else. Doesn't look like it. Steel plates, construction components, large steel tubes, metal grids. We have some steel plates, so they're not being pulled. Need a ton more. Grids. Check if I have. Got a ton of motor. Gonna need more computers. Large steel. Find them on this list. They're right in front of my. Yep. Found them. Metal grids, we need construction. Let's okay, there we go. And I forgot what I was doing already. Construction up for 10 arrows. That metal grids, we only have 40. I mean, I guess what we could do, large blocks, find gyros on this list. This needs search so badly, especially once you add in mods. Vectors. Gyroscope. Order 10 of those. 6,000 steel. Ouch. Move those to the have what we a bunch built. After, maybe, hopefully. Okay. Do not need the motors. Let's look at one of these specifically. This is connected to here, to the tide, or to Eden's Hope. Takes some getting used to. Let's change the other panel real quick while I'm thinking about it. Really, it's not select. Okay, they have such weird selection boxes. These only when I'm moving. It's not an issue that turning on my crosshair would solve either, because I'm clearly looking at the screen when my view is filled with nothing but the screen. Oh, come on. You know what? We're gonna do it later. I wanted to get it finished because I'm saying I would do it forever, but it's gonna wait. I don't want to get a seizure because it's selecting and unrepeatedly. Is it named properly here? Yep, Eden's Hope. Else should be displaying it. Oh, or I was looking up. Okay. We're gonna grab the components we need to manually hold up a gyro. Sorry. Not even close to everything we need, but this closer. I really wonder why it's not pulling that stuff too. The one we were on before. Everything but the steel plate. Slap this stuff in real quick. Fly mode, grind. Fuck. Missing item. It's all claimed too, so it's not an issue with that. I don't know. I wish I left access to its inventory. What if what we did instead? Let's move these specifically to a built fire system. What was now let's check setup properly. Oh, build and repair system 12. Help other. The near and far apparently is just for grind, which makes some sense. Set up. Let's toggle on. I don't know. That's really strange. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to have to call this episode. I'm about out of time, and I want to start getting some materials to build a ship, which means we need a real mining ship I built last time that couldn't even lift off the ground. However, if this one's just staying in deep space, maybe we're okay with that. So we'll get that figured out. I'm gonna start cutting this thing too. Working. But anyways, I'm Antalous. I'll catch you later.